Hello, Creative Gems. Welcome back to Creativity. And if you're new, thanks for joining in. Today I have some picture frames that honestly I'm really not too fond of. This first one is from the 90s and it's old, dated, and just really tired looking. But wait till you see what I do to it to give it a new life. First, I'm going to give a makeover to the frame with this silver chrome marker I received from J. Diction. This marker is supposed to give a reflective sheen finish, so let's see how well it works. Activate the marker, the instruction says to shake it up first. There's some kind of ball you can hear a clicking inside, and as you shake up the marker, you'll be able to hear it. Make sure you keep the cap closed when you shake the marker to avoid the color from leaking out. Then to dispense the chrome ink, it says to press down on the tip for a few seconds, a few times, until you see the chrome ink to start to come out to the tip. Because of the design on this frame, there are a lot of grooves and crevices, so I'll need to manipulate the marker's tip to make sure the entire surface of the frame is covered with the chrome marker. And as I work through this frame, I'm really liking how the tip is shaped with an angle, so you can position the tip to fit into those crevices and grooves. And the ink is dispensing easily. The tip is wide enough that I can spread the ink evenly across the frame surface as well. Mirror finish compared to the original frame, which looks so matte and dull. I'm going to go ahead and continue painting the rest of this frame with the chrome marker. In the meantime, drop me a note in the comments section with the word chrome pen and let me know what you think. At this point, I've done more than half of the frame, and so far the tip has held up. I have used other similar markers before where after some use the tip goes out of shape and starts breaking down, but this one still has that angled tip even after I press down on the tip to get into those grooves and crevices. And by the way, this marker actually comes in three colors. There's a gold one, a bronze one, and of course the silver one. I think it's such a great way to give new life to your old frames. I even tried this on glass and plastic, and essentially with a smooth or flat surface, this will work very well. And in case you're interested in these markers, I'll leave a link down in the description box where you can purchase it. And for all my followers, don't forget to use my special Creativity coupon code for an extra 15% discount. And here's what the frame looks like so far. I still have to fill in the inner part, but the front of the frame is all done. For the sides of the frame, I left them as is because I already have plans to embellish the sides. We're going to go ahead and cover the sides of this frame with mini mirror tiles. I found these mini mirror tiles from Dollarama, but similar rolls of these mini mirror tiles are also available online. And since I know many of you don't all have access to a dollar store near you, I'll post links to all my favorite embellishments, including these mini mirror tiles, so you can purchase them online from my Amazon storefront. Just check the description for all of the links. And as you can see, these mini mirror tiles are so easy to work with. I can cut them to size, and because they're self-adhesive, no glue is required unless you prefer to add some extra hold. Here I have 5 rows of mini mirror tiles and they will fit perfectly according to the size of the frame. And by the way, the frame I have here is 13 by 15 inches and it will fit an 8 by 10 picture on the inside. But by the time I'm done with this frame, you will not recognize it as I will transform it into the most beautiful glam mirrored vanity tray. Comment down below with the word tray and let me know if you have any old picture frames like this one that you would like to craft with. Next, I'm going to cover up those seams or gaps we created between the mini mirror tiles and the frame itself. We'll use these self-adhesive chrome-colored pearl ribbon. It's a small detail, but it just gives the frame a more finished look. Now I think the frame looks much better. For our next step, we're going to turn our picture frame over so the back is facing up. I have these beautiful crystal glass doorknobs I found online that we will attach to the back of the frame. They will act as legs for our tray and they will give our tray a little bit of height. These crystal glass doorknobs are beautifully made and the facets are just gorgeous when the light bounces off the doorknobs. We'll place one doorknob on each of the four corners of the frame. Once again, I'll leave links down below in the description box for all the embellishments used in today's craft project. To secure the glass crystal doorknobs, we'll be applying some hot glue. The hot glue will do a great job securing the doorknob to the paper backing, and the glue will set in literally seconds, so we can continue working with the frame without having to wait for the glue to set. And I'm also making sure to place the doorknobs as close to the outer corner of the frame as possible so that when we set the tray down on the table surface later, you'll actually be able to see the doorknob legs. If you place them too far in, they won't be visible. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn the frame back over. You're probably wondering what I'm going to do about that flower picture in the middle. Well, we have three choices. We can either leave it as is, replace it with another picture, or do what I will do, which is place a mirror inside. A while back, I went to my local Dollar Tree and stocked up on these black mirrored frames. The frames itself is made of a smooth plastic, but other than that, not very attractive looking. So I always find ways to dress up the frames. For the vanity tray we're currently making, we're going to stick with a silver chrome theme and color this frame with the same chrome marker we used earlier. On this smooth surface, the chrome marker goes on extremely easily, and if I'm careful enough, I may be able to give it more of a spray paint finish. Look how shiny this chrome ink looks on this frame. It actually has a mirror-like finish. And if you're still with me, comment down below with the word tray and let me know what you think of this chrome marker. And by the way, this pen is waterproof, so once you give it some time to dry, it will essentially become permanent and you'll be able to get the surface wet without the marker rubbing off. And here's what our second frame looks like. It actually looks like the original frame had a chrome finish. Now, with everything all dry, we're going to flip the frame over and apply some glue to the back of the frame. Here I'm using a combination of Fix-All and hot glue. The Fix-All will make sure to give the frame a secure hold as I will be placing it inside the center of the first frame. The hot glue will provide near instant hold so we don't have to wait overnight to start using our vanity tray. And now we're ready to set our 8 by 10 frame inside the larger one. In fact, it fits perfectly inside, making it look like it was always part of the first original frame. And here's the final look for our frame. I have propped it up against a wall just so you can see what it may look like if you were going to hang it on the wall instead. It has a silver gilded finish, giving the mirror a very upscale, regal look. The chrome marker we used gives both frames a beautiful silver sheen with a slight reflective finish. And here's what the frame looks like sitting on a table surface. It looks absolutely gorgeous on its own, but even prettier with some knickknacks as well. Here I'm showcasing some of my favorite costume jewelry, as well as a blinged out jewelry holder and a candle holder that I made. You can also see the beautiful crystal glass doorknob legs, which gives our mirrored vanity tray such a regal, rich look. But no one would guess this tray only cost me a few dollars to make. Comment down below with the word tray and let me know what you think. In the meantime, we're going to make over yet another picture frame. Here I have a large 11 by 14 brown frame, also from the Dollar Tree. I'm really not fond of the brown frame, and overall this frame is pretty plain, but I really like the size as it will hold a lot if we convert it to a serving tray. So we're going to go ahead and dress up the frame. This time we're going to use the gold chrome marker to give this brown frame a beautiful shiny gold finish. As we did before, we'll need to shake the marker a few times to activate the ink. Then we'll press down on the ink to get the ink to flow down before we start brushing the tip across the frame. As with the black frame, this brown frame also has a smooth finish, so it's taking minimal effort to get the color spread across the entire frame smoothly. And here's what our frame looks like now. It took no time and it was so easy to transform the old brown frame into this beautiful gold one. To flip the frame over and remove the cardboard backing, there are little tabs at the back that you can bend to open and remove the picture inside. We're actually going to take the picture that it comes with and use it as a template to cut out a piece of a gorgeous gold glitter paper that I found. And if you don't like glitter or simply can't find any on hand, you could simply cut a piece of your favorite craft paper or contact paper instead. Once the gold glitter paper is cut, we're going to glue it down onto the cardboard backing that the picture frame came with. For this, we're just going to use some white glue. The reason why we're not using hot glue for this is because when the hot glue is applied, it's thick and clumpy, and we want the glitter paper to sit perfectly flat onto the cardboard without any raised glue clumps. The next step is to glue the mirror down into the center of the gold glitter paper. With a mirror placed in the center of the glitter paper, I decided to frame the mirror with these little chrome colored pearl beads. They're self-adhesive, so no additional glue is required. The beads placed around the frame will soften the hard edges of the mirror. Once everything has taken hold, carefully insert everything back into the picture frame with the mirror facing outwards through the glass. And here's what the picture frame looks like now with a beautiful gold finish. The next thing we're going to do is build some legs and add some handles to turn this into a serving tray. I found these napkin rings at my local Dollarama. These ones have a silver finish with some kind of yellow ribbon around the middle of each ring. These rings come in a 4-pack and are actually very similar to the ones that are sold at the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree version doesn't have the ribbon in the middle and is sold in a 6-pack. In order to dress up the napkin rings so they match our tray, I'm going to cover the ribbon with this gold glitter ribbon. The width of the gold glitter ribbon is just wide enough to cover the original ribbon, and we're going to use a tiny little bit of hot glue to set the ribbon in place. Gone ahead and dressed up the napkin rings off camera already, so now we're ready to place one ring onto each of the 4 corners. A little bit of hot glue is all we need. And if you're still with me, drop me a comment with the word tray so I know you visited today. Next, I have these brushed nickel handles left over from some cabinets that I replaced in a reno several years ago. We're going to use the same gold chrome pen we used earlier on the frame and change the color of this handle to gold so it matches the picture frame. With the smooth and flat surface of the handle, the chrome marker ink glides on easily, and it almost looks like I spray painted it. But make sure you allow some time for the ink to fully dry. Once fully dry, it will be waterproof, and we can also adhere it to the sides of our picture frame tray. So we have two style options for the handles. We can either place them on top of the frame on the left side and right side, or we can adhere them to the sides of the picture frame so they sit horizontally. And at first I thought it would be easier to adhere them to the sides horizontally because the frame has a slight curve to it, making it a bit difficult for the handle to sit straight up. But I soon discovered that gravity would pull the handles down on the sides. I used Fix-All because I discovered that the hot glue simply did not adhere the metal handles well to the plastic picture frame. And because the Fix-All takes hours to fully cure, the handles eventually fell right off and onto my table. So I ended up placing the handles on top of the frames and used painter's tape to secure them overnight so they wouldn't slide off the frame while the fix-all cured. And now that it has been well over 12 hours, I'm happy to show you that the handles are firmly secured to the picture frame. And in the end, I think I prefer the look of the handles placed on top of the frame, so it all worked out well. And here's the final look of our gold picture frame tray. I think it has a contemporary look and definitely a major transformation from the original plain brown frame. The gold frame with the matching gold glitter inside really pops, and paired with the mirror inside the center, it gives the whole tray an upscaled look. And here are the trays side by side, one metallic silver one that we made earlier and this metallic gold. Both are very different in style, but both are beautiful in their own unique ways. Drop me a comment down below with the word tray and let me know which picture frame mirror tray we made today you like the best, the silver one or the gold one. And in the meantime, I hope you stick around to watch some of my other glam home decor craft tutorials.